Hey everybody, welcome to your practice for today. So today is going to be an ocean-inspired flow. So just feel free to move through this practice with a lot of fluidity, really focusing on just letting your spine move through the motions. So we'll begin. Let's come to the top of the mat. I'm going to start today's practice in child's pose actually. So come onto the mat, knees come mat width apart, big toes together. Just allow your chest to fall towards the mat, arms come in front of you. Just settling in here now. If this is uncomfortable and you need a little bit more support in the knees, you can take a rolled up towel and place it between the back of the thigh and the calf to reduce the flexion in the knee here. Just allowing yourself to fold towards the earth, forehead to the mat. Now if the forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can place a block, a stack of books, or a blanket underneath the forehead just to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. Just starting here by tuning into your breath and tuning into all points on the body that are in contact with the earth. Just let the bones soften and the breath to move like waves through the body. So the physical body is nice and still, like a nice calm mirror-like ocean on a beautiful day. Kind of beneath the surface with the breath, there's just this nice easy wave-like motion. So fill up through the belly, fill up through the chest, and then exhale from the chest and the abdomen. Just really coming into that rhythm, and we're just going to use that same inhale, exhale rhythm to move through practice today. Good. On next inhale, just come up to tabletop, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Just find a nice long neutral spine here. Again, breathing into the body, that wave-like motion. Then we'll start to move the body. So send the hips to the right, back to the heels, over to the left, and then come forward. So you're just making these big circles with the whole body up, back, and around to the right to start. Keep the breath strong as you're moving, and then we'll change directions. So body comes forward to the right, over to the left. The left hip goes to the left heel, over to the right, back up around. Just really breathe here. And then come back to neutral spine, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Nice long spine here to start, breathing into the belly, to the chest. And then exhaling from the chest and the belly. Tuck your toes under and gently send the sit bones to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a few moments here just to pedal out your dog. One heel presses down, straighten the leg. And the other heel presses down, bend the opposite leg. Just starting to bring some motion into your internal ocean here. Still breathing that wave-like breath. Then to come to stillness with that pedaling movement, sit bones reach high, soft bend in the knees. Just going to move the hips in like a Ferris wheel type motion here. So inhale, body ripples forward. Bend the knees, send the sit bones back towards the heels, and then lift the sit bones up. Ripple forward, bend knees, hips go back and up. Forward, bend knees back and up. And go as slowly or as quickly as you want here. We're trying to make it as rhythmic as you can, connecting your breath with your movement. Good. One more time around the Ferris wheel, and then bring the sit bones high. Really root down through the hands. Find some stillness here. Wave-like breath. Good. And then look forward. Walk your feet up to meet the hands. Halfway lift. Curl it up. Heart reaches forward. And then from the belly first, let it drop. Chest comes down last, head comes down. Inhale, come up, head comes up last. And then fold. Halfway lift. And then fold, and just keep moving through this, inhaling to lift up. Exhaling to fold. Nice slow ripple-like movements with the spine. To let the heart reach, and then folding it back in. Now fold forward, drop the hips as low as the knees. Take the feet hip width apart or wider, and then just come up. The hands can come to prayer, they can come out to the side, or they can come out in front of you. So the idea is to have the hips and the knees in alignment, maybe the belly resting on the thighs. You're just gonna bounce here. So whatever variation you choose, just finding a nice wave-like bounce here. And this almost halfway lift squat. Good. Next time you come down, fold forward. Inhale, roll slowly up through the spine. Head comes up last. You're actually going to come into a back bend, reach the hands back behind you. And then you're going to sweep it all the way back down. Nice and slowly bend the knees slightly, belly to thigh. Head comes down, last fold. Good, ripple up, roll up through the spine. Head comes up last. And the shoulders open, a bit of a back bend here, reach the hands. And then exhale, belly to thigh. Pour all the way forward. Keep going with your breath. And it can take you 1, 2, 3, 4 breaths to come all the way up and extend. And all the way back down, nice and slowly. Good. The next time you come up, and open the heart. And then just slowly bring the hands to heart center. Pause here, root down through the feet, shoulders away from ears. Lift up through the crown of the head. And belly button draws in. Good, arms reach all the way up. And exhale, fold it slowly all the way forward. Hips as low as the knees. Feet hip width apart or mat width apart, whatever feels best for you. Hands out to the side or in front of you. You're just going to kind of sway and bounce side to side. So keep the upper body nice and low. Just bouncing, swaying side to side. And the arms in the equation, if that feels good for you, stay rooted through the feet. Making whatever ocean wave-like movements you need to make here. Good, and then fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back into plank pose. The wrists underneath, shoulders strong through the thighs, core engaged. Now your choice, from toes or knees, you're going to lower all the way down to the earth. Good. Finger pads just outside the mat. Inhale, you're going to ripple up through the spine, head comes up last. So that same kind of movement we've been doing. Then exhale, belly comes down first, heart and forehead. Keep going nice and slowly. Ripple up, head comes up last. And exhale, belly, chest, forehead. Keep moving with your breath. Make these beautiful waves here nice and slowly with your breath. No counting involved here. We're just moving with what feels good. Good. The next time you come down, you'll land. Hands come beside the rib cage. Tuck your toes. You're going to send yourself back to downward facing dog. Take a moment in stillness here. Let out a big sigh, let it all go. And stay here in stillness and downward facing dog. You can join me on the Ferris wheel. So you're going to ripple forward. Bend knees, hips go back and up. Ripple forward. Knees bend back and up. Just find that rotation. Really find that kind of rippling through the spine to come forward. Beautiful. And come to stillness. Sit bones reach high. And we're going to take that salutation again, pausing in each position just to Kind of undulate the spine and move the body. So exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Now we're rippling up to halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Again, ripple up, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Now just move with your breath, finding a nice slow ripple and fold. Just halfway up. Okay, now fold, and we'll take the ripple all the way up. This time roll up through the spine to come up to standing. Arms go back, find a little back bend. And then exhale, bend the knees, belly to thighs. Fold it, dive it forward. Head comes down last. Inhale, roll up nice and slowly. Arms come back, find a back bend here. And fold it forward, belly to thighs. Chest and head come down last. Good, keep moving. And next time you come up to standing, and stay, really reach the heart forward. And then hands come to heart center, pause. Just find that stillness in the ocean amidst the movement. You can always find those little pockets of calm amidst the waves. And then in the same way, you can always find a little bit of turbulence amidst all of the calm. It's this beautiful dance of balance, movement and stillness, give and take, energy, rest. Let's move again, arms reach up, fingertips high. Exhale, fold it all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, just one. Exhale, hands to earth, step back, plank. From toes or knees, lower all the way down. Hands come outside the mat on the finger pads. Moving cobra here. Inhale, lift up. Heart reaches forward. Exhale, belly to earth, lower all the way down. Chest and forehead last. Inhale, lift up. With your own breath, your own time, your own movement here, just moving in and out of this shape. Really focus on the spine, the articulation of the spine, moving piece by piece, vertebrae by vertebrae. And next time you come down, you'll stay. Hands beside the rib cage, tuck the toes, sit bones to the sky, downward facing dog. Settle in, find stillness, breathe here. And then stay, or you can join me on the Ferris wheel. Ripple forward. Knees bend, hips go back and up. Ripple forward. Bend the knees, hips back and up. Slowly, quickly, whatever your body is asking here, just make sure that you are breathing. And then come to stillness with the body. Right leg lifts. Drop between the hands. You're not coming into a lunge. You're going to turn all 10 toes toward the long edge of the mat. Finding a wide-legged forward fold. Toes turning in slightly pigeon-toed. Hands to the earth in front of you, up on the finger pads. Inhale, half lift. Reach to the heart last. Exhale, belly folds, chest folds, head lands last. So that same articulation of the spine here. Just from this wide-legged forward fold. And then come to fold and hold. And breathe here as as you fold into your wide-legged forward fold. Root through the ball of the foot and the heel evenly. Soft bend in the knees. All of the bones are heavy. The head is heavy. Maybe give your head a shake, yes and no. Just to remind your neck to release out here. Create some space between your teeth. Release through your jaw. Lots of breath here, that wave-like breath. Inhale into the belly and the chest. And exhale from your chest and the belly. Good. Hands come to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. And you're going to come all the way up to standing. Feet are still wide. Turn the toes out. You're going to sink into goddess pose, hands to prayer, just to start here. Okay, so set yourself up in goddess. Knees are pressing back. Engage Mula Bandha, so the pelvic floor draws up. Now we're going to bring the hands to the thighs. So bring them up to the top and press down. You create some movement here. So on the exhale, drop your right shoulder to the inside, look left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left shoulder drops, look right. Stay strong in the feet and the legs. Come back to center. Now keep moving with your breath. Knees are pressing to the back edges of the feet. Make sure you're breathing. And staying with that wave-like breath. Pause. When you come back to center, hands to heart center, breathe. Good, straighten the legs, turn the toes in, hands to your hips, and dive all the way forward, wide-legged forward fold. Find that halfway lift, ripple through the spine, and exhale, fold. Ripple, chest and head come up last, and then fold at the hips, belly to thigh, land. Good, this time when you fold, just hold. Shake out the head, release through the jaw. And now you're going to walk the hands back to the front of the mat, toes turn forward, and step back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Good, just ripple through to plank here. From toes or knees, lower all the way down. Fingertips to the outside of the mat, cobra, press up, ripple through the spine, and then exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Good, again. Moving with your breath, finding this cobra pose. Good, and the next time you come down, hands come beside the ribs. Tuck the toes, press back to downward facing dog. I'm going to come around the other way this time. Good, coming back to down dog, find stillness. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, not staying here. You're going to turn all 10 toes to the opposite side of the mat, the long edge of the mat, finding your forward fold here. Inhale, heart lifts up, ripple. Exhale, fold, belly first, then the head comes down, ripple up.
Mommy,
And fold.
what are you talking about?
Ripple up. And fold. Ripple up. And this time fold and hold. Fold and hold. Just let it all go here. And find that wave-like breath. Settle into your feet. And soft bend in the knees. Release the jaw. Release the neck. Release the head. Good. Hands to the earth. Come halfway up. And you can turn the toes slightly out. So we're going to shift the hips side to side. So first you're going to bend into the right knee, and then come through and bend into the left knee. So try and keep the hips low, and you're just kind of crawling, sliding back and forth, bending one knee and then the other. So staying nice and low. Heart is reaching forward, and the hips stay shoulder height or lower. So you just move side to side. Breathe into it. Good. Now the next time you come to the right, you're going to stay. So either just bending into the right knee, left foot on the mat with the finger pads on the earth and the heart reaching forward, or you can come into full Skandasana, come into or onto the sole of the right foot, hips sink low and turn onto the heel of the left foot. Okay, hands come to prayer inside the right knee. Or you can wrap and bind, whatever feels best for you. So just finding a little bit of stillness amidst that movement. Hands come to the earth. Inhale, come back through center, and we'll take it to the opposite side. So either just bending into the left knee, finger pads to the earth, heart reaching forward, or coming all the way down to Skandasana. Sole of the left foot on the mat, on the heel of the right foot. Hands to prayer to the inside of the left knee. Now if you can't get to the sole of the left foot, that's fine. You can be up on the toes as well. If binding is in your practice, you can take a bind here by wrapping the arms behind the left leg. Just remember to breathe, finding that wave-like breath in from the belly, up to the chest, and then from the chest out and out through the belly. Good, let's come back through center. Forward fold, holding here, just letting everything fall away. Breathing into it. Good, finger pads to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it. Belly to thigh, heart and head come down last. Inhale, reach up. And then fold with your breath, just moving in and out of the fold. Really thinking about your spine and your body being a wave here. Finding as much movement as you can in the simplicity of this motion. Good. Next time you come halfway up, stay. Hands come to the hips. Nope, hands stay down, sorry. We're gonna walk it back to the top of the mat and then step back to downward facing dog. Sit bones reaching high. Okay, breathing here. Good. Exhale, look forward, step forward, top of the mat, forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. We're rolling all the way up, so ripple up slowly through the upper body. Come all the way up, find a little back bend here, open. And then bend the knees slightly, belly to thighs, fold all the way forward. Ripple up with your breath, nice and slowly, just let the arms be heavy. Vertebrae by vertebrae, head comes up last. Open into that heart opener, arms reach back. And dive it forward, belly, heart, and head. And the next time that you come up to standing, we will just pause together. Pause with hands to heart center, rooting through the feet, slight tuck to the chin, breathe. Just find that wave-like motion of the breath here. Inhale, belly, chest all the way up to the collarbones. And exhale, chest, belly. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, chest, and belly. Next inhale, fingertips go all the way up. Look up. Exhale, dive it all the way through. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to earth, step back plank. From toes or knees, lower all the way down. Hands to the outside of the mat on the finger pads. Inhale, bring it up. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, put the body back down, belly, chest, forehead. Inhale, rippling up. Go nice and slowly, find your breath. Next time you come down, hands come beside the ribs, tuck the toes, sit bones to the sky, downward facing dog. Just find stillness in your downward facing dog here this time. Maybe just pedal up the feet a little bit. And gently the knees come to the earth. Pause in tabletop. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Just find those body circles to the right to start. So hips go to the right, over to the left, back, and then come forward. So kind of just ending your practice the same way that you started. Moving the whole body. And then switch directions, so hip goes back and left, over to the right, up and around. With your breath. Good, back to table. Pause, take the knees wide, big toes together to touch, hips to the heels, back to child's pose, forehead to the earth, arms reach forward. And just settling back to stillness in this pose. Allow your bones to become heavy, the heart is just reaching towards the earth. Relax through your arm bones. Relax through your forehead. Relax through your jaw. Through your shoulders, through your hips. Maybe even extending that relaxation all the way to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. Find your wave-like breath. Belly really fills up the chest, and sip a little bit more air in all the way to the collarbone. And then when you exhale, release from the collarbones, the chest, and the belly, breathing out every last molecule of air you can here. Notice if you're holding any gripping or tension in your body. Try and just let it go and let your body soften into the space where it wants to go, not where you think that you should be. Control of the breath and let the breath come to its natural rhythm, whatever that might be. Maybe your body wants to stay in that deep wave-like rhythm. Maybe it has another idea for how it wants you to breathe right now, and that's okay. Just let it settle. Let it all land. And slowly walk the hands back in towards your shoulders. Bring yourself up to a seated position. You can either stay on your knees or you can come to a cross-legged position, whatever feels most comfortable for you here. And when you arrive, just have your hands on the thighs. Tuck the chin slightly. Lift up through the crown of the head so that you lengthen through the back of the neck. Shoulders drop away from ears. Just notice your breath. Close your eyes. So as you move through the rest of your day, your evening, your tomorrow, notice your own rhythms, your own motions. The ocean is constantly moving, moves differently every day. Sometimes we can see the movement, sometimes we can't. Just noticing and starting to tune into your rhythms and how your rhythms change. What motion you allow to be seen and what motion you keep to yourself. And just begin to identify when and why certain motions and rhythms occur. And that's not to say that you have to change any of your motions or rhythms, because you don't. The ocean wouldn't change. It never will. Just starting to become aware of patterns and rhythms and motion. And just allowing it to be what it is, finding acceptance of those rhythms, of those motions. And hand some to prayer at heart center. Just bow your head slightly. Just thank yourself for the gift of this practice today. And I thank you for allowing me to lead you. And thumbs to the center between your eyes, your center of intuition. The light in me honors the light in you. Together we bow and say, Namaste.